cold. All right, onions are chopped, beer is cracked. Ooh, sausage. All right, guys, so it's been a long time since I cranked out a video, and especially food related. But today, we're doing Italian sausage soup. I say Italian because my daughter gets mad at me if I say Italian. You're not supposed to say Italian. It's Italy, therefore it's Italian. So, that said, first thing we're gonna do is put up the recipe. I'll throw the recipe up right now. So, this is one of the easiest dinners to make. It's stupid simple, honestly. And the only thing you really have to cook is the sausage. You're just gonna brown it, and that's it. We're gonna have some onions, Italian stewed tomatoes, some tomato sauce, some Italian seasoning, a little brown sugar. Really simple. You got the recipe already, so now if you're still watching, you're just watching to watch me do it, which is fine. That's why I make the videos. So first things first, let's fry some Italian sausage. Now I bought Clements. I love Clements. I think Clements is better than Johnsonville sausage myself. My preference. Your preference will be yours. Now I'm going to deviate from the recipe for myself a little bit because I like more tomato in my soup. So instead of a 14 ounce can, 14 and a half ounce can, I've got a 28 ounce can and a 15 ounce can of tomato sauce, just because that's what I prefer. You can do whatever you want with the recipe. So now we're just gonna brown it. We're gonna brown it. You always gotta do magic. And wash your hands. Now you'll see in this recipe too, there's green, yellow, and red peppers in it. I'm not going to add any of that for a couple of reasons. First, I'm not going to buy, it calls for what, 3/4 cup, I think is what it is. 3/4 cup of are you really going to buy green, yellow, and red peppers and then cut up 3/4 of a cup of each one? I'm not even a huge fan of peppers, so they're not going to be in what I'm cooking right now. I am going to leave it in the recipe. Some people love peppers. There's no reason why you can't just run all green or all red or whatever you want to do there. I wouldn't get too concerned about pepper. If you love peppers, then maybe you just chop up an entire pepper of each. I don't know. You do you. Oh yeah. Hang on. Flying fast. You could also use, literally Italian sausage. I bought it already ground up, but there's no reason why you can't buy the wieners and chop them up. Oh, yeah, I gotta do my timesheet. I forgot to do that yesterday. You gotta keep up on your timesheet, I mean, I work for myself, but you still gotta do a timesheet. You gotta keep track of those hours. That's how you get paid. How are we doing up there? How are we doing up there? Oh wow, that is so good already. Stewed tomatoes, Italian style. Don't forget that part, because you can buy stewed tomatoes that are not Italian. a little bit of oregano in here and stuff like that. And there will be a little bit of chicken broth in this too. I'm not sure, honestly, how much flavor this really adds, and there's really not a lot called for in the recipe. So if you don't have chicken broth, I think you could just leave it out. It'd probably be just fine. So yeah, don't sweat the petty things. Pet the sweaty things. You only have to cook one thing, chop an onion. And then everything else comes out of a can or spices or things like that. So it's all common ingredients. I think most everybody has Italian seasoning around and brown sugar. It calls for parsley too, but again, if you don't have parsley and you don't have chicken broth, don't sweat it. It's I don't think those add all that much. Really, the flavor comes from the sausage and the tomatoes. That's the essence of this recipe. If you can get this stuff in the crock pot for about 4 hours, I think that's enough. So if you make this around lunchtime, you should be all set for dinner time. 4 to 6 hours, somewhere in that range would be good. Like my apron. It's like the first time I've ever worn an apron. I just don't. I bought it because I just like I like the words. All right, so we're done. We are done. We're done. Yeah. Look at that. We're ready to start loading ingredients here. I'm really glad I'm making this because this is kind of a good fall meal. We're getting into winter and winter months. I don't know what it is, but soups. I love soup in the wintertime. I don't, there's no law against having soup in the summer, but whatever it is, woo, I love soup in the winter. That's what I like. I like simple recipes. I don't want to be messing around. I love cooking, but if it's too complicated, then I don't know. It's really got to be worth it. All right, so let's go combine the other ingredients right now. All right. So now that we're back here, we are going to load up our crock pot with all the other ingredients. We already got our sausage in there, and all we're going to do is just put in some brown sugar. Careful. Put that in there. This can's all dented, but it's our chicken broth. Calls for a 1/4 cup, and that's going to be up to you. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure how much flavor you really get out of this anyway. Tomato sauce. For the tomato sauce, you can get a small can. This is a little larger. I just like this soup to be a little more tomatoey, if that's a word. Tomatoey. So that's good. And now our stewed tomatoes. Now, if you're going to follow the recipe, you're going to need a can about half this size. I'm doubling up on both the stewed tomatoes and tomato sauce, both, just because I obviously love tomatoes a lot. Oh, wow. I'm really getting hungry. This is killing me. Alright, so just some parsley flakes. So that, if you do a little dance, it puts a little more flavor in there. And now I'm going to do about a half tablespoon, because we already, hold on a second. Who's calling me? What kind of phone number is that? See that? 155 something? Alright, hold on. Is this right?
Hi, this is Cynthia with Senior Care. We are calling to let you know about a new low-cost final expense insurance plan that's just been approved in your state. This life insurance plan is designed to
Low cost life insurance, I guess. So just hold on a second. I need to get low cost life insurance. Alright, so we had about a half a tablespoon or so in the Italian sausage, but now we're going to add a little more in here. Actually, quite a bit more. Depends how much you like this stuff. Oh, the chopped onions. I knew I was forgetting something. Now you could probably cook these up, fry them if you want. I think it's better raw, but that is going to be up to you. All right. What's left is more veggies. So what you want to do, what I prefer, is just go to the store and buy a package of Italian vegetables. That's it. It's a little, I don't know, 1 pound bag maybe. Yeah, 1 pound bag. You could go through and cut up each individual vegetable, but come on, save yourself some time. So we got our onions, we got our stewed tomatoes, we got our tomato sauce. We go with our zucchini and beans, cauliflower, carrots. Woo! Oh boy, we're getting full. Maybe I should have used the bigger crock pot. So all of this stuff just goes right in. You can see we've only cooked Italian sausage. Everything else has been out of a can, or in this case a bag. Not a lot of prep work to this recipe, and it is a very yummy recipe. So now we've got all our ingredients in here. You're all set, right? Just give her a little stir, and in my case, I'm this crock pot's full, Ozzy. It's full. Oh boy. Well, hopefully when things cook down here, it'll make a little bit of room. Yeah, and I've got good consistency here with the extra tomato sauce and the extra stewed tomatoes. It's definitely more like a soup than anything else. And as this stuff cooks down, it's going to get a little soupier. So I'm happy with it already. It's not ready to eat. You like to eat? Does Ozzy like to eat? Yeah, I know you do. That's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Again, I'll stick the recipe up here. You can adjust peppers and whatever else. It's a real forgiving recipe, so you don't have to follow it to a T to make it right. So I'm going to plug this in the right way. There we go. And in about 4 to 6 hours, I'm going to be eating this. It's going to be good. All right. See you later. Bye. Recycle them. Yeah, just put a little more in there. Why not? It is a soup after all. Another great thing about this recipe too, by the way, is there's not a lot of cleanup. These cans, you throw them in the recycling or whatever, everything in the bag. There's not much to clean up. Got one pan, right? And a cutting board. It's great. Get it in. Feel out, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Found rolling, baby. No time it is. Does my dog think I'm weird? Yeah.